Hey all, welcome back. This is Dino the Ops Guy. It is Production Management and Training, or Stardew Production Management 101. This is basically just a course where we start with the application being Stardew Valley, which simulates a lot of what goes on in a production environment, kind of like a factory. So there's a factory tour, and we take what happens in the game and convert it to learning on a production management from a production management standpoint. It's not as easy as I thought to say. Yeah, so it is episode 41, meaning that there are 40 episodes that have preceded this, and we are well in our way to summer. It is summer, I think 13 or 14. I don't exactly remember. I guess it's going to be 13, given that's an odd number. And we have our person Av in the field. There's a bit of a picture of Av up in the corner. And things that Av has to do today are water the crops, pet the hens, and process the eggs, and get some wood and stone. A new project or set of projects was introduced in the last episode to get all of our barns and our coops done. So what we really need is a lot of revenue, a lot of, I guess, working capital, a lot of cash, a lot of wood, and a lot of stone. So Av has been sort of tuned in to do that. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Av. Thanks, Dino. Okay, we're back. It's going to be nice and sunny tomorrow, and the spirits are a bit annoyed today. That's okay, but it's raining today, and we have a crop of melons. What a beautiful thing. So we're going to pick all these. It probably means we should replant them so that we can get them in for the season. That's a lot of replanting. We'll have to do that. That's fine. And we have some hops. That's cool. So we'll harvest the hops. And we have, of course, some summer spangle and the like. So we will get to this. So I don't have a lot of, I probably will put the melons in, but certainly the summer squash, we have those seeds. We might as well put those in. Clear up some room so we can see and get to these hops. We could have gotten to them before, but it's still nice to clear them up. Let's get these hops and put all the hops in the same chest. We should probably, well, we'll deal with the pomegranate and the peach later. So, yeah. Okay, so the pomegranate and the peach, eventually we're going to try and we're going to take it to the community center because both of those fit into one of the random bundles. So let's take a look before we do that. What's in? Oh, we got another blackberry. That's okay. And given that wood is a priority, we're just going to start smashing some wood here, and maybe even a little bit of stone, depending. Let's just get the wood here. Oh, and you saw that lightning. I think it's probably worthwhile to put up another lightning rod. To get to Ginger Island, we need 5 batteries. We have 2. We have 3 lightning rods. Given the lightning, 2 of them are probably charged. Yes, they are. We get the 3rd one and we'll be done. I know there'll be plenty of opportunity, so there's no real rush for it. But we have the resources, and it's really not that resource intensive. So let's as well get our cauliflower. So tomorrow morning we should have all of our battery requirements and everything else we can, I guess, sell. There's other benefits to the batteries, I think, for the iridium sprinklers and stuff. So we'll collect for those. But for the immediate strategic purposes, we will be set for batteries. So that's a good thing. We do want to sell our stuff, but we're going to sell it at Pierre's at the same time that we buy the melon seeds. So we did get our peach and our pomegranate for the community center. Probably worth doing the blackberry as well, given that we have that. So not a huge impact at the community center, but every little bit helps. And I find as much as it's tedious to sort of do stuff ahead, you might as well just wait till you get all together. You typically forget, so it's easier just to have it in there. The old saying, it's better to be looking at it than looking for it. So we're looking at it that it's there. And the blackberry we're going to put into the fall foraging bundle. And then we're going to head down to Pierre's. We have some stuff to sell for sure. And we have some melon seeds to buy for sure. And we even got, we're probably not going to get an emerald for today, but we would have if we could, Haley. So sold off all. We will need 48 seeds to fill the ones that we just picked. So we got those. That's a fair bit, just over $3,000. And head down to the ocean. Now we did get the notice that there would be extra foraging at the ocean, so I'm excited. There's a fair bit here. I have to say I thought there was a lot more yesterday, and maybe that's just that it diminishes over time. But that was a good haul yesterday for sure. Maybe not something we could have continued to expect. So, but we got some coral, we got some rainbow shell. The rainbow shell is pretty expensive, especially since it's gold. So we got some good money for that. And then we're on our way back. We are going to head through Cinder Forest and cut down some trees, maybe even do some foraging along the way. That's sort of the plan. If we do see rings, fine, but we're really not actively looking for rings or anything fishing-wise. We're good for fish for now. I mean, if we did pick up another catfish, it's pretty good return, but we're not really concerned too much about that. So the more wood we can get, the better. I think we were looking for something on the order of, what was it, like 500 wood maybe? I don't exactly remember, but it's it's 3 digits for sure, and significant. So so there's a lot of wood to be felled that we have to get to. And thankfully we haven't done this yet in Cinder Forest here, so so there's a lot of wood on the ground, a lot of stone on the ground, a lot of stuff we can do. We did look through the food stuff, and we found that summer squash is a really good, it's better than algae and seaweed, which are also go to, oh, we got some spiceberry, but not quite as good as salmonberry and carrots and that sort of thing. And we found out that hops is also on the list, but I want to keep my hops for doing some pale ale later on. So so that's an important thing. So for now, yeah, we're just happy eating the summer squash. It's again a very good return considering. The only other option I said I would think right now is just hops, but we'll leave the hops for other purposes. So just making our way through the forest. There's a lot. I know Dino was looking at getting the projects done. So a lot of the focus now is just sort of thinking through how we can get the wood, how we can get the stone, and how we can keep the revenue up. So as much as I can participate in that, I think that's the right thing to do. You know, I stopped because there's something there I thought was weed. It was probably a piece of wood I could have chopped up. So again, this corner we haven't touched really. So there's a fair bit going on here. I'm trying to hold off on the weeds until we get to, you know, I'm saying that now until we get to fall. Doesn't make sense. I should be chopping weeds just so we can get that flower bonus. So essentially when you're chopping weeds in general, whether it's in mine or outside, any season other than summer, you have an opportunity to get some mixed seeds, but in summer you have another opportunity to get mixed flower seeds. So so maybe the next time I'm through here, I should do some of that. That was one of those big stones. Nice 15 stone return. Nice predictable outcome. So we'll get to, we're also running out of energy here, so we should probably get up towards our source of food. And we can probably, well, we need the stone right now, otherwise we would clean up the walkways. But let's focus on what's important here. We're getting our seeds planted. We are getting our wood and our stone. We should, what time is it? Oh my, I forgot to pet the chickens. Oh, they're all asleep. Oh no, that wasn't a good thing. I'm probably going to hear about that from Dino, as I should. That's something that's on me for sure. So cash some of this stuff out. All right, and then we'll load up the kiln and smelt some more iron. So yeah, I probably should have done the chickens right away like I normally do. That was sort of the routine. And changing the routine probably messed me up. So that's not a good thing. That's, in fact, I should probably go to Dino and explain the situation before he has to come and find me. So I just did 4 more bug meat to convert, and I just did the quick math for the modulo 3 so that I'd have a modulo 3 of 0. Essentially, it was a multiple of 3. Once I added the extra bait that was still there. So 4 was the right number there. We should. So I want to get to the mine more for stone than it's not a lucky day. So it's just going to be stone for the most part. Here I thought we had grape. It's blackberry. I'm confusing them. So we do want to get to the mine, but I want to take the back way in. It's a little longer, but it helps us with foraging. So if we see any forage items, we'll have them on the way in rather than on the way out. And then on the way back, we're going to take the mine carts because it's much faster to get through. Again, if we see some rings, we may stop, but we're not really looking for rings. We're not really looking for foraging here. We're just looking for stone, and we are looking that we don't have any food. Okay, another mistake. We're just full of mistakes today. Let's get some food. And it's an easy one right now. We're just going to convert wood seeds to to a field snack. There's always something that gets you, right? There's always something that you're forgetting. So let's get back. Oh, our iron just finished, but we're going to go to the mine first. Let's just take care of the mine stuff. Again, I have no illusions that we're going to get a 5 floors in this little time, but if we can make some headway, especially with these big stones, to get some stones, because the thing is, when we hit the little stones, that doesn't always give us a stone return. So, or if we get the little rocks, I guess. Oh, and there's the ladder down. Maybe we will have a chance. I doubt it still. It's 11:30. What am I thinking? Av, you got to get your head on straight here. So, and there's another ladder. There's always hope, right? Let's get the 10 stone and carry on. And this is, of course, it's midnight already. This is one of the googly floors. No stones, just googlies. So that's not really what we want. Let's just finish this up and get out of here. We will leave that crab over there. We will leave the shadow guy, and just work our way out. Leave the bomb behind. Take the express ride home. And we probably have a cauliflower we have to work with, and that's okay. We can do that. We probably have mayonnaise we have to work with. We can work with the iron, but that's not as much of a rush. We'll do it anyway because we're right here. But we do want to get the cauliflower and the mayonnaise just to keep those machines running so that they're constantly working. We want to keep the duty cycle high on those. And you know what? Well, we got a bit of time. Let's get some. There's a big stone over here I know about. Let's take care of that big stone. It is getting late, though. It's getting really late, actually. Are we going to make it? Close enough. We're good. Okay. I cut it way too. We got kegs. This is a great thing. We got kegs, and we got the extended fishing rod, the iridium fishing rod. That's a good thing too. So, okay, day 14. What is in store? Day 15 weather is going to be, drum roll please. It's going to be clear and sunny. Oh, that's fine. Then we learned about pancakes and the fortune teller. It's going to be a happy day. Back to you, Dino. All right, thanks, Hav. That was that was bittersweet, I have to say, because we got the watering and the harvesting done. A lot of harvesting. That was awesome. 48 melons, as well as a whole bunch of hops and other things. We got the wood and stone, but the hens, they're not happy. And when they're not happy, sometimes it affects the eggs and etc. So Av did sort of pull me aside and explain this was coming, and we had a talk. And I think the big thing is routine. So Av kind of broke from the routine, and maybe that was a bad thing. So Av is looking to get back to the routine. So we'll see what that does, and hopefully that'll make an improvement. So we did talk about some projects, and the wood and the stone in this case. Basically, the project that was introduced last episode was to basically stack up the barns and the coops so that we could get them all done sort of in succession. Maximize basically our use of Robin throughout this, and to have the fast track there, we would require about 5,600 G, about 160 wood per day, and about 75 stone per day. And I think it's important if I'm just having an idea about a project and I sort of float it, that's one thing. If it's a serious project, then I have to create metrics and create a presentation around it from the standpoint that it's not just about presenting, oh, Dino's a good guy because he's got a presentation, because he's running a project. He's the project actually, the presentations actually build momentum, build some gravity, and as well give people a chance to vent as far as how things go. We haven't talked about change management too much yet. Don't know that I have to do a lot of change management with Av necessarily, but if we did talk about change management, there's typically 4 stages that people go through when they're experiencing change that they did not anticipate or were not did not vote for. Those are denial, resistance, exploration, and commitment. And in the denial stage, it's just, I don't think we need to do this. We've never done this before. I don't know why we're doing this. And it's up to management to clamp down and say, yeah, we're doing this. This is what we're doing. This is it. Once you get to the resistance stage, people will say, yeah, okay, I understand why we're doing this. This is an important thing, of course, but I'm left-handed. I can't do this. And then you get to, there are 2 types of resistance that occur. One is aptitude and one is attitude. We try not to deal too much with the attitude because it's just fix your attitude. Aptitude, on the other hand, maybe, I'm not tall enough to reach that. Maybe all of that information is in a language I don't understand. Maybe there's other issues that we can actually make the project better so that more people can respond to it. And it is in that resistance stage that we get a lot of venting about things we can improve in the project, and we have to be open to that. So just to sort of summarize, these sort of project reviews or project meetings can be very, very valuable from a momentum standpoint, from a gravity standpoint, and from a venting concern standpoint. So in this case, the metric that I have chosen is really just, are you hitting a certain number per day? People do what they're measured by, so it's nice to have a nice clear metric that they can say, okay, now I'm measured by this. And I've created some graphs around this. So in the first day, I have a graph of G per projects. G that's required for the projects. The blue line, the dotted line, is really the target. So I'm hoping that the purple line is reaching or exceeding that target. Well, the purple line is basically how much we made net. And in just this, and today we had 446 G, which that's a really good number. It sounds like a lot. It was better than the 3 whatever that we got before. However, we spent 3840 of it. So really the net is not that much. So, and given that we spent them on melon seeds, which were a good thing, I have no issue with going back and saying, well, some of the melons that we harvested should go towards paying that back. And then we can make that up, but we still didn't get the target of 5,500, 5,600. So my concern is still a bit there. If you look at the second and third graphs, the wood and the stone graphs, you can see that the purple line is higher than the blue line. So I'm not as concerned there. And even with the wood, Av said that he thought it was around 500. He did around 500 wood in the first day. It's actually 158, which represents that blue line, the blue dotted line. So we actually used up 20 wood. I don't remember what we used it for, but we did use up 20 wood. But even that was a spit in the bucket, given that we had 500, so 500 plus. So everything in here looks like it's on track, except we're going to keep a closer eye on that, how much money we're making per day, because that could slow us down. And I'm not against something realistic slowing us down, but if we can address it early, get back on track, and then stack up the barns and the coops, that'd be a good thing. So hopefully you're getting a lot out of this. If there's a way we can make it more entertaining or more educational or more fun, certainly leave that in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to reconvene for episode 42, and those of us who are big fans of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy know the importance of that one. So until then, this is Dino the Ops Guy signing off.